What is up, geeks? I just saw the Star Wars trailer, and I posted a little reaction that I had. I was very, very moved by it. But now I want to give you guys a detailed review, and I'm going to set it up like play-by-play. So I have the trailer out in front of me right now, and so I'm going to play it and give my thoughts on it. And so we open up with the Lucasfilm logo without the 20th Century Fox logo, which is something that we'll have to get used to, you know, now that it's handed over to Disney. It's just nice not to see the Disney logo, though. I mean, that would be kind of weird, but alright. So let's see. We're at this desert planet. We can assume it's Tatooine. The Star Destroyer. Great shot. Great shot. It's pretty epic. Let's see whatever. And then we have a shot of the Vader helmet that's all burnt and destroyed. Then we hear the voiceover with Luke, and we assume that's him with R2-D2. And let me just pause it right there, because there's a lot to talk about within those few moments. But so the Darth Vader helmet. I'm assuming maybe Kylo Ren finds it, who's the Sith or the dark side character in this movie, and I'm assuming that's how it works. And it's funny because like on the other side of it, you have another artifact. You have Luke's lightsaber that's being handed towards, we're assuming, Leia, because the voiceover is saying like, I have it, and then my sister has it. And so we can assume that's Leia who's getting the lightsaber. But it's kind of weird with Luke, with his hand. Like, why is it metal now? Because I mean it's a robotic hand, but it had like a flesh coating on it before. We saw that in Empire Strikes Back, but now it's just the metal. A lot of questions to be asked because he has a robe. Black robe, and you know, it kind of he was in an environment that was almost like Mustafar, so we can kind of assume that maybe he's going through like some dark times, maybe going down the dark path. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's with R2, which is cool. And so we leave off with Leia getting the lightsaber, we assume, and then Luke says, "And so do you." I mean, he says, "You have that power too." And so it says this Christmas, which kind of confused my dad when we watched it together. Again, when I watched the trailer again. It's coming out December 18th, guys. Don't worry. We don't have to wait another 7 days for this movie. Then we have a nice shot on this planet which kind of looks like Earth. So it harkens back memories towards maybe Endor. It could be Endor. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It could be a completely different planet we've never seen. But that was a nice shot going over the water, and then we see Poe Dameron, played by Oscar Isaac. You know, giving us that classic Star Wars, you know, yell of happiness. And then we see a quick shot of the cross guard in action. Very quick. Then we see Daisy Ridley's character, Rey, and John Boyega's character as Finn running from something, or maybe from something with BB-8 in the background, which is really cool because BB-8 is actually practical. It's not CGI, which I'd like to see how that works. And it looks like a TIE fighter is the cause of them running away, and Daisy Ridley's character has a staff of some sort. Then we get a nice shot of Kylo Ren, which I love his mask. I think he looks a lot like Darth Revan, I believe, his mask. So I don't know how they're gonna work with it. Like maybe he's he found it as like some kind of artifact, or I just think it's cool though. And people think that he doesn't have the cross guard on at that point, but it's facing the other way. He does have it, so we can assume that he's always fighting with the cross guard. And we see like the stormtroopers in the background. Oh man! And then we get a nice shot of stormtroopers with the new, I guess it's an Empire symbol. I'm kind of, out of all the things that I saw in the trailer, I think the Empire symbol is kind of weird for me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not digging the new Empire symbol. But that's a very minute kind of detail that I'm not cool with. Everything else is amazing. And then the TIE fighters that are now black and white. I just love this new Stormtrooper design with the helmet. It's very fresh and cool. Get a nice close-up of Rey again, Daisy Ridley's character. A shot of the new TIE fighters. And they have different ones. It looks like you have... See, this is one thing that I'm kind of trying to piece together. You have the Stormtroopers and then you have the Chrome Troopers. And it looks like in this next shot, with the Stormtroopers flying, after getting shot by it looks like a Chrome Trooper ship, are they against each other? Because I was thinking like the Chrome Troopers are either the higher versions of the Stormtrooper, like a higher ranking, or they're actually fighting each other. They're on different sides, and I'm just trying to piece together if the Stormtroopers are with the Empire, maybe the Chrome Troopers are with the New Republic. I'm not sure though. Because we see them firing green lasers. The Chrome Trooper ship that looks like a TIE fighter. So I don't know if that means anything. Because traditionally in Star Wars, if they're firing anything other than red, then they're probably a good guy. We've seen that in the prequels and the original, I believe. Then we get a nice shot of Finn, who's always looking like he's in distress. And in this shot, he looks like he's seen some battles, because he's all, the Stormtrooper outfit's all worn out. Got some wear and tear. And then we have the Chrome Trooper, who has the same design as the Stormtrooper. I'm not sure. Maybe they are a higher ranking, but he has a cape. I think they're calling him Captain Phasma. Cool shot, because the background has like the classic Death Star background. Then we see BB-8 peeking. I think that's what's cool about this new droid, because now it has a little bit more character. It can tilt its head because of the ball foundation of the mechanics, and then it kind of shows a little bit more character, and maybe we'll love him more than R2. I know it's blasphemous to say that, but who knows. And then we see Rey's character extending a hand towards Finn, and it's just I just can't wait to see this movie. I don't even know the reason behind it. I don't know the story, but I'm just intrigued. And then we of course see the Millennium Falcon and the new TIE fighter pilots, who they harken back to the old ones, like with the Shadow Trooper and the tubing and everything. It's just all cool. The designs are amazing, and they're not too far off from the original and the prequels, so it's like you get that nostalgia feeling too. And then the last shot, but not the least, we see Han Solo and Chewie, and Han Solo says, "Chewie, we're home." Then, of course, we see the Star Wars Force Awakens title, but that last shot, that's what choked me up. It just felt like home, just seeing Han Solo back, and it didn't feel like an old Harrison Ford. It's just like it was Han Solo, an older Han Solo. The only thing that kind of confused me and even my dad was that Chewie didn't have any gray, so it was kind of weird to see, as if Chewie did not age at all, and Han Solo, he definitely aged. But I saw a recent podcast when they were talking about the lifespan of a Wookiee, and Wookiees typically have lifespans of about 400 years. So to him, the last 30 years that Han Solo has experienced is probably not even close to aging for Chewie. It doesn't really affect him as much. So I guess that's why. But overall impressions, I'm blown away by the trailer. I think it surpassed the first one. I don't know about the feel. As far as the feels, excitement towards the first one was the biggest thing that I felt. And I think it was more excitement than this second trailer because, we just haven't seen anything Star Wars related for so many years. Especially things harkening back to the original trilogy. But as far as deep emotions, this kind of nostalgia factor, emotions that moved, not just me to tears, but like other Star Wars fans to tears. I think this one definitely takes that as far as the feels. But yeah, it's a lot of things to take in. I'm still taking in a lot, and I probably have more things to say, but I just want to say overall amazing. Things I'm definitely looking forward to is just seeing more of the old cast, because all they had to do was show Han Solo and Chewie, which they did. But we got a voiceover of Luke Skywalker, which was a new one because I thought it was just the recording of from Return of the Jedi when he says that to Leia, but then he says, he's talking to somebody else, obviously. That's part of his lineage. I don't know if that's Leia's child or his child, but I'm assuming it's maybe Rey, and I don't know if that's Luke's daughter or whom that might be, but it's something to look forward to. And going back to my main point, they didn't have to show Leia's face, they didn't have to show Luke's face, and I think maybe they'll be saving some of that for the movie itself, which is smart. But they're doing really good with the marketing. They're not showing too many things that would spoil the story. So overall, I'm just like so ready to watch this movie. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it, and maybe I'll post a second video talking more about it, because it's still just the first day of me watching it, so I definitely probably missed a lot of things. I'll definitely watch those videos that go into deep details with the screenshots, every single millisecond of this video. But sound off. I want to hear what your theories are. I want to hear what you think of seeing Han and Chewie again. Should he have gray hair? I don't know, but whatever you guys think, I want to hear. So sound off below, or if you want to post a video in response to it, be my guest. But until next time, thank you for watching, and embrace, express, and enjoy yourself.